No, looking at the side lanes as well. Pretty similar story there. For getting both cores getting the farm. This bottom lane, Matu 40 for 1, 30 for 1 on mind control. And up top as well, Zai 12 for 4. Miracle 11 for 1. So nobody getting entirely shut out these first few waves. Mid lane, Nisha, that's going to do it. That's going to do it. He was able to get into the trees, pop that salve. A couple of tower hits coming in on. It's scary now. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a remainder on the DD. So we'll be able to come in for this wave. Nisha more than happy to fight up against Weeha. Weeha goes into the meld. Tries to stop Nisha from getting that last hit. Nisha's not messed around. He's just going to use the boundless to ensure that he gets the Jingu and can continue to farm and trig quite successfully here. I mean, both of them
fighting.
You know, you can feel it there. They're both doing the maths in their heads to see who can come out on top. Jump forward with the Resonant Pulse. Kuro's able to keep himself healed up with the Verifier. The damage from the Riki. Miracle not quite able to find it with the tricks of the trade. Now Zai salving up. Miracle, no jump available for 5 seconds, so Zai will be able to get the full usage out in line to get a very solid Blink Dagger timing.
Nisha, he's under ward vision here, GH. Considering a movement.
A little slow with the rolling boulder though. Doesn't quite get the connection, and Yapsor's here, but with the TP in from mind control, they can still have a solid attempt onto Nisha's life. Nisha trying to run, but with the two of them on top of him, they'll find him. A big pull back there from the rock. GH gets the kill. Matu jumps forward, but the treants are out. A bit of micro and mind control should be able to block Matu off from GH. Remnants out, will grab in mind control, but GH will be saved. Matu couldn't get anything in response. They're diving in onto him. Underneath the tower, he's able to turn with the Fisher. Miracle still got the tricks of the trade to jump in, follows it up with the Blank Strike, and that will be a kill on Zai. You can see the build from Miracle as well. He's dreaming big, but obviously one of the items that massively messes with the Monkey King, right? You know, if he's able to get that diffusion into nullify, the Monkey King just gets destroyed. I mean, he already is. Nisha caught farming the neutral camp as Miracle GH jump in. Miracle, he's got the DD. Secret have to be careful that how they poke at him, and they won't. They'll back off. In the mid, Yapsor and Puppey also on the retreat. Miracle still over on this half of the map very aggressively. They're going to try for Puppey.
And look at Puppey. Go down.
They're going to get it. Will-O-Wisp is out, but it won't be able to stop Miracle. Miracle is able to sneak off into the shadows, and even with the TPs in, they just cannot catch the Riki. 6 Weeha's next item is going to be on track very quickly. He's 1500 into the Blink Dagger, and on the topics of Blinks, Zai has his done. Able to jump in onto GH, closing up the escape route with the Fisher, but GH with a kickback on Zai will manage to open up the room for him to roll out to safety.
And look, instantly, as soon as mind control even sees that move happening top, Fury starts his teleport bottom. He's like, okay, they're bringing a ton of heroes top. We have better ways to split push and to control the actual map.
So they have found him. They managed to jump on a Miracle. The follow-up Fisher from Zai gets the kill onto him. Jump forward as well, blocking off GH. GH will pop the Magnetize to simulate safety from Yapsor as he leaves GH to be taken down by the rest of his teammates. Underneath the tower they go. Matu claims the double.
Yapsor barely surviving here now too. And Secret actually turned this into a tower, because that's another thing we didn't really talk too much about is they don't really have good tower pushing. Can definitely look to do that, but now Weeha
will be able to grab him with the Remnant into the Fisher, and I don't think anyone else is going to get here in time to save him. The Wukong's command is down. Weeha surrounded and won't be able to bring down Zai with him. So that is a death on the TA, just in a bit of a position where Nigma couldn't quite help him out. Zai still having a look around, jumps in for the Invis room, but oh, bam! Miracle comes in and one hit's all it takes to take Zai out as low as the Shaker was sitting. Do you have to pull into the Will-O-Wisp? They want to try and go onto Miracle, despite not having Zai, but Miracle still able to Blink Strike out to safety, over towards Kuro. The Sprouts out onto Nisha. GH, he's watching from the side, able to roll in, get the angle onto Puppey, the Magnetize as well, out onto the three of them. Matu jumps in onto Miracle, but the Cloud is down. Matu starting to lose his mana. He has to pop the ult as Nigma start to force back the bear. The trap from Weeha slowing him down. Weeha being able to help out from the grave. Matu will fall, and GH, he's even controlling Yapsor. Yapsor still has the Astral Step to jump out as well as the Dissimulate, but his Secret having to retreat from Nigma. With the side! Oh, he's straight back in! It's a beautiful slam onto the two of them, straight away blows up Miracle and gets GH2.
Oh my god, 2,800 damage.
He's out of nowhere. They're on the... It was a perfect fake back there from Secret. They're on the retreat. Nigma was chasing them down like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what you run away, and then just Zai in from the trees, bam, and they get the big kill. They're able to get Miracle straight out of the equation, and they can push on for more.
We have Blink still on cooldown, 5 seconds. They're trying to get him. They might just be able to. Solar Crest active on him. They have detection. They
do. Matsu's brought it in. Team player he is. He's got the vision. Mind control down in this area. Miracle the much easier kill.
They see him.
Sentry's out. Very, very quick smoke cloud. Will slow things down a little bit. By the time the mind controls TV into the snaps ahead. All that damage to kill Miracle instantly. He has the beauty and trade on the side. They find him before the Resident Evil component. They can latch on the outside. They turn around out. He's about to jump forward, but he's falling below. He's dead. They've killed off the Torah. Miracle's still alive inside. Protect the Bishop, but he isn't enough damage. There is a ball.
TA, with this lead and with this advantage in the way they've itemized, they can take the fights. And here we go.
Here we go. So, as expected, Zai, no chance. They do lose the Aegis.
Oh, Nisha TP'd out right in the middle of all of them.
All right, so Nisha does escape. Puppey won't be as fortunate. TP over from mind control. He's able to catch him out. GH with a bit of body blocking. So, hey, they didn't all die. They didn't all die. Nisha...
They're playing so well with how fast and how aggressive they're playing and responding to all the team fights. And I think they're really punishing the Ursa item.
Miracle! Oh, Miracle!
Yapsa just gets him in his arm.
All right, easy kill. Easy kill for Yapsa. It's going to jump in, trying to chase down Yapsa, but now he's going to die as well. Yapsa just turns it around. Miracle was trying to hit the tower on 10 HP, and Mark, he's dead also. He's trying to TP out, but Zai's able to cancel it until they have further disabled. He's trying to hide in the trees, pushes them out with a sprout, but again, Yapsa lays down a remnant. They get all 3 of them. All three cores dead because of Yapsa poking at a 3-man.
Kind of interesting, because like the Hand of God and everything really does be pretty influential, but I guess they just didn't have time to do it this game.
No, I think because of the defensive where they're about to go because of the screen and the Sprout top lane Nisha. Coming in with the Wukong's command. GH is trapped in it as well as mind control being pulled back by the Will-O-the-Wisp. They'll kill off GH first. Now they turn over towards mind control. He's surrounded. He needs help. Kuro and Miracle now turning up the fight. Wukong's command will shortly come to an end. Miracle tries to jump in onto the side, but Yapsa's already out with the Astral Step. They're diving. We are behind the tower. The rest of Nigma, they can't get to him in time. It's 2 dead. Mind control stepped in. The smoke screen's out from Miracle. He's trying to help out the Nature's Prophet. Jumping in with the tricks of the trade. They will find the trade onto Matsu's at there, but Nisha, Jingu Martu's build up, another control from Yapsa with the pullback of the Remnant. Miracle's trying to jump in with the smoke screen out once more. They step out of it. Zai, huge slam, huge damage onto the Ricky. Miracle falls. Only mind control and Kuro left. Is a perfect Fisher line as well from Zai into the boundary strike. Oh, the 2 of them. Secret, they're just destroying Nigma now.
My God.
This game has fallen entirely out of control from Nigma. Definitely expect to see Nigma play just that little more cautious until Miracle has the BKB. I mean, I say they're smoking up.
Are scanning.
It's risky.
They don't want to give up Roche.
Sure.
They're scared.
I mean, GH is going to go for the roll-in. Will manage to start onto Matu, but now, no, Zai's managed to lock GH in with Matu. As GH falls, they do get on top of the Shaker. As Zai will go down, Nisha on top of the trees, does jump out. Mind control, controlling him with the Sprout, but he's able to cut himself away with the Quelling Blade. It's an instant buyback from GH as Nigma know the importance of holding onto this area. Miracle, eyeing up the back lines, will get tripped up by the Remnant. The Secret, they're playing careful. With outside, things are a little scary. Yapsa tried to use with the Nullify, instantly bringing him down and out of it. Will still manage to dissimulate and Astral Step back as he will survive. Sprout onto Matu, cut through with the Battle Fury. Puppey being surrounded, microed up by these trees. He's blocked in. GH rolls forward. They get the silence onto Matu. There'll be a buyback from Puppey. They're hit into GH. Matu getting the stacks up. GH is rolling bottom, blocked off. They'll kill the Earth Spirit. The Will-O-Wisp from Puppey. The buyback is paying off. Mind control getting dragged back yet again. Miracle, he's found Matu. That jumps in on the side. The cloud's out. We are convinced with the BKB. They've killed off the Ursa. They turn over towards Nisha, but the Will-O-Wisp is down. The Remnant from Yapsa grabs Miracle, stops him from being able to commit onto Nisha.
They gotta run.
He's back in the game and he has got it. Here we go. Instantly the mind control. There's still a turn to hide the trap to the back on Bobby and second you download by the huge nature's trap. She gets keep the man to Bobby inside the pit. We are the every side. We get it. Nisha jumps forward. Nisha drive, but we got the silence. Wants the match to remove it. Setting him down on we are the fullback. Yeah, so with the Remnant grabs the TA. We are high. They have detection. Doesn't need it by the looks of it. They have the AoE, they'll kill them all. And with that in mind, they can step into the road. 4 heroes dead on Nigma. A successful fight for Secret. Leaves Nigma unable to stop Secret taking the H's.
They were so unbelievably prepared for that. Like, that jump by Miracle was extremely over-aggressive. And they already had the wards and decision down. GH wants to try something. Yeah, it's kind of the nature of the hero, though, right? It's a Ricky. You're not going to be farming that much faster unless you go for the Battle Fury build, which we have seen some people do.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
This looks to be another fight where Secret are able to start it off with a quick kill. Mind control, no messing from Zai. Slams out. The Prophet is dead. Zai also able to get the angle with the Fissure onto GH. GH living for a little bit with the Ghost Scepter. Rolls forward, but is blocked off. Yapsa pulls him in with the Remnant. GH will fall. They do manage to get 2 in responses. We Are a Miracle did manage to work their ways round to the back lines.
Matumba Man's coming to join the fight now, too, though. He wasn't there either. They're still looking to chase.
And we are BKB and TP out. They haven't got anything to stop it, so will
so much about the Ghost Scepter. It's going to be important because Puppey, he does do a lot inside of these fights, just giving his teammates the boost cooldown, a little blinding lights. Like, Scary Matu, mid.
Yeah, they're going for him. He is able to make his way out of the cloud, though. They won't quite be able to kill him off. Mind control does sprout in, jump in from Miracle. They're still trying to commit, but Matu's able to turn. Satanic. He just heals straight back up to full. Miracle's popped the BKB, but he's having to be very, very careful about how he goes in. He's having the BKB and run away. GH has been left behind. The Fissure catching Miracle just as the BKB ends. He'll still be able to blink strike up to the high ground. But that was their first fight with the BKB on the Ricky, and it just feels much, much too late for it to be any real use. So Secret are just too far ahead right now. They're pushing up to the tier 3s. Fortification will be used. Miracle trying to jump in onto Nisha. With a quick Manta style and step away, can easily get his way out of the cloud. Secret just none of their heroes falling low whatsoever.
And it's really scary now for Nigma too. Like, I mean, it's been scary for quite a long time, but they all get hit by this slow that comes out, and Zai is going to have an opportunity for this one potentially.
Yeah, he's in. He's holding onto the side. He managed to disarm Ricky, causing Miracle to hold off to the side. Mind control is just getting ripped apart. It's 26 on Nisha. He's got the extended Wukong's command. It's laid down. Miracle's trapped inside of it all. Zai lays down a slam to secure it with 2 kills for Matu onto both Miracle and We Are. He's vying back, but the rest of his team, the 3 of them dead. No buyback available for them. A Secret clean up the middle lane. They're looking over towards the tier 4s. They know that they're about to shut this game 1 down. And Nigma, I mean, it went all so wrong for them. They had such a great start, but going back to that first mistake, Miracle sticking around for that tier 2 tower push into Yapsa, poking, setting up for the 3 kills, and Zai also as well, that moment where he made that first big play with his first Echo Slam down bottom. It all just fell apart from Nigma. They were never able to get it back together at all this game after that.
No, I mean, they had like a couple like trade fights after that, but you can't make those type of mistakes versus a team like Secret, the best team in the world at the moment, and also a team that has overwhelming team fight over you. That's the one thing we kept harping on is Nigma. They were getting this good driving force, keeping the pace going, but when you have
I just wonder how hard Weeheart's going to win, like if Nisha's going to be able to do some Nisha-esque plays to still get something from the lane. We'll see already. And that is the thing, you pop the pulse, but still Weeheart just been able to get the stacks up. And Yapsa, as the panel said, he's going to be the one to watch this game, starting things off with a bang as he'll claim that first blood with the Fade. We'll be able to turn and at least get a bit of revenge, taking down one of the Mud Golems.
Okay. Mid, Nisha. Be careful. So also revenge hanging around the positioning. I think they might actually just try to use when Weehaw plays over aggressive to try to go for it. But Weehaw, he's actually just gonna be able to kill Nisha here easily.
Oh, he is. Yeah, I talked about Nisha playing it cool, playing it smart, but that time he didn't do the math. That's a death, and also that failed TP attempt back to base means that he's going to be locked out of the map for a good amount of time. He's going to have to walk back out when he respawns. And was Weehaw continuing to rightfully dominate this mid lane as the Viper, as you would expect in this hero matchup. Right-click build on Luna.
I've seen that Dominator build still quite a bit, right? I think Crit was the one who popularized it a month ago or something, or maybe more time than that, maybe a couple months ago. I saw like Dominator and
I mean,
Ags a couple of games, but I think this one might be one where he goes a little bit more just right-click focused.
Sure, because they do want that physical carry.
Yeah, they have the Venge anyway, so it buffs you up quite a lot, but we'll see. He's got the sampler builder now on Luna too.
Oh, Yapso does go down the same time down bottom. Kuro, he's going to have a go on to Zai here. Zai trying to run away. Miracle's TP'd over to have a bit of a look in on this. Zai turns with the Nature's Grasp, trying to slow them. Magic Missile into the Lucent Beam. He's trying to heal up with the armor, but it won't save him.
Nigma tower is under attack.
Pinging top. Zai looks like he may want to go. He's pretty low on mana though.
Dire's top tower is under
even with the
attack.
one charge, he's only going to just have enough for the
Radiant's
overgrowth.
bottom tower is under attack.
He's already going to start the fight on top of them. Mass TP's coming in from Secret though. There's just enough for the overgrowth to come out into the Horde. Matu joining forces with them as they turn onto We Are turns with the Viper Strike onto Matuma Man, and with Mind Control coming with that Burrow Strike, they'll get the kill. Matu will fall. We Are still alive. He's able to juke it off, walk through the trees. The Nature's Grasp is down, so Secret will kill him off. And now the numbers have turned up from Secret. Nisha jumps in with the Dissimulate. They take down a second. Secret will come out on top here with the 2-for-1. Sure, they do lose Matuma Man, but they managed to get We Are for it. And Nisha, you want to jump in for more. It doesn't look too playing the other side of the map. Knows that there's unlikely to be any pressure from Nigma down here, as Nigma are looking for those objectives aggressively. We Are just going to be allowed to hit onto the tower. Mid lane, the fight will start as Mind Control goes for the Burrow Strike onto Yapzor. They do lose the Venge, but with the jump forward for GH and the magical burst from the two of them, they kill off Yapzor, trying to chase for Puppey. Burrow Strike back up in a second. They'll be able to set up onto the Enchantress as well. Nigma, they'll get Puppey, 2-for-1. Arrow onto Nisha. Nisha was sticking around. They're trying to hit some creeps underneath the ward. The arrow connection won't be enough to allow We Are to get quite in range. Mind Control is trying to chase forward with that blink. Nisha further way to stop him from getting out of there. Zai will escape, and that's Nigma 2 dust out. That's the cost adds up.
And it's the space. They forced them back, so this gives them more time to be able to farm up for that Spectre. And now mid, they forced the heroes back. This is not all of them.
Out. They're going to be able to take the Aegis away from Miracle, and now with the jump onto We Are, they kill off the fight, but they're going to be able to commit onto Miracle a second time here. He's trying to run. He pops the Mantis down. Mind Control does come in with the Epicenter. He's able to get himself on top of Nisha. Nisha turns the Resonant Pulse. The shield will not keep him alive. They lose the Void Spirit. Nigma, they've got to be getting out of it though. As Yapso, he's just handling them all. The Fade Ball into the back of Mind Control lifts up Kuroki. Secret will come out on top.
And Miracle's lucky that he gets away there. He almost actually died to the Blade Mail of Nisha. His ultimate almost killed himself on it there. The way that Secret actually just forced. Now they forced Nigma's hand.
Yeah, they'll get it. BKB is complete now for Miracle.
Dire's bottom tower.
See how hard they do try and push the issue.
Radiant's top
these
tower is
first
under attack.
major items, and coming out at very good speed as well, of course. Just 22 minutes in, Manta BKB on Luna. Also pretty much touching onto the level 18. Jump forward onto We Are in the river. Kuro's able to swap him back. In fact, into the arrow as well. Nisha jumps in and he gets caught out. GH able to find that angle to punish Nisha's overextension. And now another swap back from Kuro. The stolen swap though from Yapsor gets him back where he'd been swapped away from. Quick reactions there from the Rubik. The arrow coming in. Oh, GH! Nigma to push up top. Get around towards that tier 2. GH as well with the involvement that he's had. He's got the full Greaves. So Nigma, they very much are very close to the point where this lineup, they're just going to start going to the high ground.
Yeah, it might be...
Killing spree!
Miracle, he was there waiting as a bit of a nasty surprise for Yapsor. As Yapsor's tried to step forward, get a bit of warding done. Miracle waiting there with the Eclipse.
Yep. I think the next biggest things is now they have the Weehaw. He has his BKB too. Is probably just keep tabs of when the Roche spawns. If you can keep the lanes pushed out, you get a good opportunity around Roche. Get that Aegis. That's going to be your big go time. Right now, though, they have a little bit of time. They might actually press the issue forward here.
Well, here we have it. Into the base they go. Nigma very strong right now. What can Secret do to put a stop to it? Zai comes in. He has overgrowth with the ready. Matsu still not quite having the Radiance. The Relic alone, not really too much of a scare for Nigma. Needs to have that Radiance done before Nigma's going to really think twice about pushing into it.
Nisha has Axe now.
jumping, get the silence onto Weehaw, but there's mind control. Immediately finds Puppey on the front lines again. The follow-up's there, the arrow connects. Puppey will fall. An instant buyback from the Enchantress. Secret do not want to allow Nigma to get away with this, but Nigma, they're not going to go anywhere. They're going to go straight back up with the tier 3 down there onto the barracks. Miracle focusing down the range reps first, looking for the easier of the 2 targets. Pods the Manta. Remnant does catch him, but he's still able to sit back and be cool. He has the BKB if he feels too threatened. Weehaw getting aggressive onto the Spectre. Puppey, he goes forward. Puppey brought back for this. The heal through side coming out with the grease. Puppey still alive. He's falling low. The Horn's there, but Matu, he's being focused by Weehaw with the BKB. He's staying on top of the Spectre, forcing Matu to get out of the fight. And the Horn, it pushes them back a little bit, but it doesn't get them any sort of kill. Kuro comes in with a safety swap on Weehaw, keeping him alive. Mind control jumps in. He's found Zai. The damage being spat out from the Viper from afar, bringing Zai low. Miracle offers the finishing blow with the Lucent Beam. They get the kill. The range racks will fall. Another jump in onto Miracle. He has Manta back up in a few seconds. He's getting very low. Yapso with the stolen power strike. He's able to get in, kill off the Luna, but they're all so low on Secret. They've got to back away. As they've lost the Luna, it is the main pushing force gone from Nigma, but there's 2 down on Secret. We are slowly able to bring this melee racks down, and Secret, they're going to let this one go. They cannot fight with just the 3 of them. Nigma, they lost Miracle, but they got the job done. 27 minutes in, a full set.
How get onto the back line. I think it's Nisha. It's going to be Nisha's job to really get back there and get the double silence with his Resonant Pulse onto those supports so they can actually make those aggressive moves on the front line. But it's very hard.
Kuro? Kuro's got backup. TPs are coming in from Secret. Kuro swapping in. Mind control, jump forward with the power strike. They'll get Yapsaw, and they get more out of this as well. Mind control, he's in on the front. He's tanky. We are pots the BKB, commits onto Zai. Is the second kill for Nigma. Over to the side. Kuro, he's still alive. They weren't even able to kill him. They turn with the stun onto Nisha. The ult's out as well from Mind control. He attempts to dissimulate over the cliffs, but he can't quite make it. Nisha will fall. Nigma again taking 3, only losing Kuro, and only at the very end of it as well.
About to be
much
2.
Difference.
Yeah, now he has 2 major
so
items
far ahead. Satanic and Butterfly done on the Luna. I mean, he's even starting to run out of slots with that Aegis as well, Miracle. At just 33 minutes in. He's absolutely huge. There's the swap out. Matsu, he's in trouble. The arrow comes in. Matsu's getting taken out of the front of the box. Can he actually get his way out of it? Will be able to sneak his way to the side, but he's still falling so low. Another Lucifer in the Eclipse finishes him off. That's Matsu dead. Nigma able to start the push in the perfect fashion, killing off the carry. The only hero Secret have with any semblance of farm. He has got buyback, but if he buys back, it's going to be costly. They have to make something happen here. Secret Yapso does have the stolen Eclipse, but nobody in range of it. They do manage to lift up, grab mind control. Natsu leading outside of the base, but it's into the hands of Weehaw. Weehaw turns with a Viper Strike. GH's arrow will be off the mark, but Matsu just falls so low to the fighting power of the Viper alone. He has to get back to the base, will manage to live. So Secret do push back Nigma, but it does cost Matsu's buyback, and that's incredibly costly, but take down another tier 3 in the set of racks. They've got a 19k advantage right now. Swap outside of the base. Puppey, he'll be the target. Does have Zai by his side. The magical damage is bringing Puppey down so quickly. Magic missile over to Yapso. Nisha jumps in. They do get a lovely 3-man stun from Yapso. That sets up to bring Kuro low. They'll take out the Venge. Surely with one final touch of the pulse, they'll get it. Yapso does lose his life for this. He has buyback available. Uses it immediately. The Remnant grabbing Miracle at the side. Zai, he's been caught outside of the base though. He'll get the overgrowth off. Tries to seek out the trees, but the poison from Weehaw, it's too much. Zai is dead. No buyback available for him. As Nigma, see how much they want to push on. Sure, they are without Kuro, but they still have a lot to work with. Cheese is still there in the pocket of Weehaw. Miracle, as we've seen, Satanic, Butterfly, you know, he's feeling himself right now. He's queuing up the Rapier. Oh, there's even a Satanic done for Weehaw as well. Both at the cores, so tanky and with so much sustainability. You got to ask yourself, where does the damage come from Secret to even touch these heroes? They're going to try for Miracle. Mind control goes in with the power strike. Won't actually get the connection onto Nisha. Nisha, he's out of mana though, falling low. The arrow comes in. Matu commits with the horn. He's looking for mind control. Mind control with the self-heals up into the sky. Buys himself some time, and Matu, he cannot stay on top of the target. As soon as he tries to go on someone, Weehaw just lays down the nether toxin, and Matu has to get out. Nigma have all the space they need to take down this second set of racks. A Remnant out in place. Miracle turns over towards Nisha. Nisha. He still has BKB Manta and Satanic to pop if he feels pressured. He's turning, looking towards Puppey. He's using the Satanic. He's trying to get in to get the lifesteal off. Won't actually be able to close the gap. So Miracle is now very low. Has been passed over the cheese by Weeha. There it is. He swallows it. Back up to full HP. The Eclipse comes out. There's head towards Matuma Man. Mind Control's getting low, but they've got so much to sustain. The Nigma can keep one another alive. They kill off Nisha. Buyback from the Void Spirit. The Payball. Kuro with the swap back. Keeps Mind Control out of the fight, out of harm's way. Mind Control will be able to heal up on the back lines. Magic Missile onto Die. GH jumps in. The Resonant Pulse silence for Nisha does catch them all. Matthew's getting pulled low, but Weeha, he's falling low as well. Matthew does go down here. It's no buyback, and Weeha's heal, the lifesteal is keeping him alive. GG is called, and Nigma will manage to close up and take this game 2 in their favor.
With very little slip-ups. They played this one very clean. I liked how they had like that one slip-up, right, where they went and they split up top.
Great for him.
Yeah, it's actually going really well. Better than I expected. Much better than I expected.
I mean, and if it's going like this when they're sort of both at level 3, is it, you know, sort of when we have like the level 5, obviously when they're 6, it's going to be fine for Weeha because he can use the familiars to stop Nisha from diving in. But would you imagine this is going to take a turn, or is this going to just be how we see this matchup play out? Weeha is going to have the lead here.
He's been playing really well, right? It all just takes one slip up versus a bat, right? So.
Bottom lane, Yapsel is able to find the wraparound there with that Fisher, close off any sort of escape. GH tries to get the poison onto Matu, but it looks like he's going to go down as well as Mind Control. Yeah.
Own aggressive move in response. A scan comes out though, Nisha. He catches the scan on that side.
GH trying to step in, starting to get the poison going. Yapsel looking for the Fisher lockdown. GH does step in. He wants to keep this poison on with Kuro as well. The wraparound, the lasso's there, dragging Kuro in, but Nisha's going to tick down low with the Maledict on him. Nisha, has he got enough regen to keep himself alive amongst the ticks? He will, by the looks of it. Is that last one enough? It's not. He will survive. They kill Kuro, and Nigma
doesn't just pick Earthshaker every game. Like when they play so well around this. He's involved in all 8 of the kills right now on Yapsor from his movements. Yeah, like
7 minutes in. And we might be able to add another one to that here. Fishes out onto Kuro. Sets up for the lasso. They're doing a lot of damage with the birds onto Nisha. And Nisha is going to go down for this one. This time Kuro will live. The Vita Restoration heals him up. That time round, the Fisher only setting up a bit of a disaster for his own team.
Up of like a Luna. I think Synderen was the one on the panel who we talked about is Luna doesn't like playing versus that strong single target burst, and that's exactly what Morphling is going to provide when he does have this full freeform as he's queued up the Ethereal Blade as that first shot item. Secret. Looking again for poor Mind Control.
Oh my goodness. A little bit of safety brought from by GH with the disruption, but it's a 5th death. It really is, and now GH, he's going to run. But there's no hiding. There's no hiding with Nisha cleaning out the trees with the Firefly. GH going down again. This bottom lane, it's just a lot of bloodshed. A lot of bloodshed from Nigma's heroes.
They're getting a good amount of tower at least.
Yeah, get some hits on the tier 1 mid. It's already very, very low. Nigma should be able to finish it off here with this push. Secret, they've got the 3 of them around, but yeah, they can't stop this tower going down. It will fall. Mind Control's able to close the gap, get him with the Dragon Tail onto Nisha. The familiar stuns as well. Soul Assumption bring him low, but the Fish is there from Yapso onto Wee. Doesn't trap him on the right side though. Weeha will be fine. So Elizabeth will be able to keep both of his familiars alive, taking them back. And Secret again, it is Secret response down, but Secret, can they actually get on top of them? Nigma's trying. There's the jump. They will look to try and stun up Puppey, trying to stop the threat of the iceberg, but in they go with the lasso onto Kuro on the back lines. The defensive disruption comes into play. They have killed off Puppey. Puppey buys back immediately. The BKB from Nisha and Matsu coming out as they turn onto Miracle, forcing this morph to back off. There's the Fisher cancelling Kuro's death ward. Miracle with the final waveform gets himself out of the fight. They are surrounding Matsu, and Matsu is actually getting rather low. Puppey turns the Chilling Touch onto Mind Control. GH still alive. They're heading in, trying to chase down this leader. Yapsolo in with the slap, turns the fight straight back around. They get the 2 kills. They're over towards Mind Control. 4 dead on Nigma. They were putting everything into trying to... Miracle does now have that BKB finished. So ready in the fights to try and stay on someone without too much of a worry. He does have to be aware of the lasso, of course. Nisha still with the means to trap him.
Radiant's middle tower.
He's spotted by the ward. He's trying to walk back to base, but they are just going to play with him here. dragged over and easily brought down.
Own it! I might even see if they can get the familiar here as well. A little bit of extra money. And there we have it. Easy plus 100. Just in case Matu didn't have enough farm already. Reaching up towards the 20k.
The line is drawn immediately. They're like, nobody's top. They're going to be bottom. Go just directly run to it. Yap's already with the Shadow Blade. He's on his way to try to find somebody, try to find any type of pickoff. And they might just be able to find... Oh, no. Is it going to be mind control?
Oh, not again. Mind control. Dragon Form, they turn, okay. They're able to burst the shaker, the BKB's out. Puppy has used the Ice Blast, Death Ward and the Coconuts is on to Puppy. Puppy, he's going to go down as well by the looks of it. Might control a few more hits and Puppy will fall. They get the two of them, but now Matu just storms in straight away, pushing them back with the BKB already used on Miracle. He has to get away. So, Nigma, they're able to get a few kills there. Still not necessarily the big ones they'd hoped for, just the two supports as the three cores remain alive. And with that said, Secret can absolutely still push for objectives as they just take out the tier 2. Early on, the whole game is going to be so hard to play.
Is under attack.
Out he goes, mind control. Hey, he's doing the job. Hey, he did his job. He got in, he got the bouncy rune, and he will die. So a bouncy for Nigma, but a step in the right direction for the bouncy in the real life that Secret might be able to get this game, as that is the 10th death on mind control. So we're in the double digits.
They just have such the whole map control now. Every single wave is pushing in now too. Again. And it looks like this time they're actually ready to go for the siege. GH is going to make himself a Lunas.
When he's in, he's trying to go. Nisha has got to put the BKB, stays on top of GH, takes out the Shadow Demon. Over they go towards Miracle. Miracle with the waveform out to the side. Will be able to dodge the Ice Blast. Lucid Beam puts an end to Kuro's Death Ward. Secret is continuing to play this game where Matu is having the time of his life. He's 9-0-13, up to the high ground they go. The supports of Nigma do have buybacks available. See if they want to pop them, even though with those extra lives, very little they can do to stop this Luna right now.
Radiant structures
as Matu forces out the fortification, he's still sitting with a casual 4,500 in the bank that he doesn't even need to spend to have the power he needs to. Nisha, he's got the grab. He's got the grab they needed. Straight on to Miracle. There will be a defensive disruption. Is that enough to allow him to get out? Pots the BKB. Miracle turns to try and burst down Puppy, but Puppy with the Yules. He's up in the air. He's still alive. Miracle's trying to finish him waveforms, but he can't quite do it. Has to TP out with the last bit, but the timing's there. Yapsel, he's in. He's able to stun Miracle just in the millisecond that the BKB ends, and before the TP was complete, as they kill Miracle outside of the base. Miracle will buy back. Matu commits with his BKB, pops it. He's actually BKBing and TPing out. He's like, peace, I'm out of here. We already managed to do what we wanted to do. We killed Miracle.
To bring it versus what Secret has.
No surprise there. We see on the records Matu hitting the highest net worth at this point in this event. I mean, I think it's going to take quite some beating as well. I don't know if anyone else is going to be able to achieve this level of farm. We've seen the numbers, 11-0-13, 24k net worth, over 400 last hits at 32 minutes. Mind control. It's going to try for the TP out, but they have many a stun to put an end to that. And it's what, only 9 kills to go. 9 kills to go, and the bounty will be Secret's.
Secret's not showing mercy, though, immediately setting up onto mid, onto Weeha.
Oh, well, you know what it is as well. I mean, Secret, you know, they're killing spree. They're not going to end the game, Fogg. They're playing this to the point where they are going to kill mind control 20 times. I'm pretty sure this is intentional. We'll see how heavy Secret push the issue, but they could keep it at this pace and just continue to farm mind control.
They could, but I think this might be one of the last hurrahs of the Affordus. If Miracle does go down, there is no buyback for him.
I think they're going to try and kill it 20 times.
Radiant's middle barracks.
They'll take a Rax.
Radiant's middle barracks.
It's the aim of the game. It's the aim of the tournament. They're playing for the bounties.
Fair. I mean, maybe. I mean, what's his death time at the moment? So 9 time. I mean, he's 13, so his death time.
Oh, no.
It's going to take way too long.
Oh, there he is. He's in this. Oh, they're going to need detection. They're doing. Oh, no, they found him. Oh, they've got him. That's a 12 kills, 12 death. And they'll take some more on the side of it, of course, because why not? Now, the question is, of course, will Nigma call GG at the 19th kill? Because there's a high chance they will.
That's actually the smart move.
Radiant's
There's no
top
way you
tower
let them.
is
Yeah,
under
you don't let them
attack.
take the 20.
You know, just let
There's no way.
Secret sort of waste their time with the long win. Let them get to 19 and they'll be like, nah, you ain't having that bounty.
All right, they're pushing hard. They've got the
Radiant's
double Alpha
bottom
Wolves
tower
needing
is
to
under
charge
attack.
too.
Go. Now the question is, will they start
Radiant's
bouncing
bottom
farming?
tower is
That's what we want to see. We want to...
Oh, going in.
They're going in. There's the jump. Miracle's out for 100. And I think Nigma might call it. And this is them being dove underneath tier 4s. No buyback on Miracle. They'll get the cast. Maledicted Death one onto Puppy. Free fire as well. Puppy's going to go for the TP out, and he'll be able to make it back to base. The fish is out on the 3 of them. Nisha steps forward with the last. It drags Weehart side by side to mind control, and they'll call it. There'll be no chance for the 20 kills this game, as this one is well and truly over. 35-6. 38k lead at the end of it all for Secret, as they'll take game 3, and with that, the series. And yeah, this third game, it was a brutal one, Fogged.
I mean, from start to finish,